Here today with Jonah Trias, and Jonah has worked at Entre for 15 years. Started off as a delivery
That's correct.
and setup guy, and after about 6 months, moved into inside sales. And what are you currently doing? What's your job look like today, Jonah?
Right now, it's outside sales consultancy for all of our customers, both existing and new.
Mhm.
Basically that trusted advisor that we like to promote so much that we're able to provide the IT solutions for all of our customers. So.
Yeah, yeah. And Jonah has done just a phenomenal job. And I would say something about Jonah. He is a trusted advisor for his client base. He does a great job in informing, keeping up to date, and doing those sorts of things that our clients need. He's done a number of recent courses. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, recently I just had some follow-on training regarding HP hardware, HPE hardware, that's PCs, servers, as well as some new stuff regarding Microsoft Teams, which has kind of taken off like a rocket in the end.
The other thing I'd say about Jonah is that whenever we need a Teams update here at Entre, he kind of shepherds that through between the sales department, the technical department, and the rest of the company, as well as the development staff. So he does a great job. And in fact, there's pretty much nothing that you can ask Jonah to do that he won't do. He's a great employee, always has a wonderful attitude, and it's a pleasure to have him here. How's the industry changed, Jonah, over the last, since you've been here?
Rapidly, it's been kind of interesting to see how everything's progressed. And certainly it's a huge progression each and every year that you've seen since you started. We've seen things, the biggest thing that we've seen is our move towards, more cloud-based platforms. And that's been very interesting. Teams being one of them, right? So
Absolutely.
collaboration is a huge piece of that as well. So people becoming more and more interconnected and being able to support each other in the organization a lot better. So.
Yeah, and one of the things that Jonah's done really a spectacular job on is getting our client base into the cloud. So we run EntreNet Monitoring, which is our management, where we manage 8,000 endpoints out there in the real world. He's got a big part of that with his client base, as well as Office 365. And you talk about things that have changed since I've been here, which is since 1984, Jonah, before you were even born, I believe. Things have changed quite a bit. We didn't even have internet. So,
Right.
yeah. I mean, it was snail mail. So things have quickened and the pace is quickened. And with the having great employees like Jonah and the rest of the Entre staff, we've been able to not only keep up, but keep ahead. And we keep bringing great ideas to our client base. And I know you do that on a daily basis. Give us one such idea that maybe you brought to a client today for multi-factor.
Multi-factor is a very interesting security piece that we have, which allows us to harden our organizations against outside threats. Phishing attacks have gotten a lot more sophisticated these days. So with multi-factor authentication, we're able to secure outside access and prevent intruders from accessing critical email infrastructure, right?
Yeah. And I overheard a little bit of the discussion. It was with a manufacturing firm that does business all over the U.S. in this case, and they were very concerned with the ability of hackers to get into their email. They do business with John Deere and Caterpillar and a variety of companies like that. So Jonah brought the solution to them for multi-factor authentication, which again, as Jonah said, it hardens their environment to outside attack and threat. So I appreciate you doing that and bringing those ideas to our client base. You are involved with a lot of our clients in getting their different certifications that they need to be compliant with, in a lot of cases, federal regulations.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that. What's the process? Can you shepherd us kind of through the detail on that a little bit?
Yeah, one of the interesting things that we've seen happening recently, actually, in the last 6 months, 9 months, has been a letter from the Department of Homeland Security going out to a lot of federal suppliers, if you will, to larger corporations like your larger aerospace organizations in the area.
Mm-hmm.
That particularly impacted questions regarding CMMC, which is the Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification. as well as NIST 800-171. So anybody who wants to play in the federal space is interested in those.
This guy's smart. It's a compliment.
Thank you. So that's actually prompted quite a bit as far as questions on certification. Overall, the process is fairly simple. There are some tools available to us that we're able to leverage in order to make sure the controls are in place for data security in the federal space.
Sure. And the interesting thing about that is, and just like HIPAA, which is another medical certification, is that not only do the medical authorities and practices need to be HIPAA certified, but their vendors need to be certified too. So one of the things Entre does, and you did a great job in passing your HIPAA certification testing, is that all of our employees are required to be HIPAA certified and go through some testing routines. And I would guess the same is true with NIST and the other advanced certifications that we'll need to get and continue to work towards. But we've worked with a number of manufacturing companies just recently on making sure that they were up to date and thinking about security standards. And again, not every firm can do that, but we certainly do something that is very important to Kurt and I, in that we help our clients raise productivity and lower costs. And there's so many new ways to do that for us, and it's really paying off for our client base. So thank you, Jonah, for your years of service. I look for 15 more at least. And we appreciate everything that you've done for us and being a great employee.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.